doing here,
Yeah, you ready to
what
go
we
build?
would love even is,
I
for
know.
Michelle, like this project, which is Habitat can be a piece of a bigger project,
Right.
and then we can figure out all of the family qualification, all the
Right.
preparation. We
That's
can do
what
all
they
that.
don't want to do.
Because that's what, when I talk to builders, that's what they get worried about.
We want to have that urban analysis and then kind of like, okay, we know what we're doing.
But Chip wants to start building.
I know.
Thank you, so nice
So
to
great
meet
to meet you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll show you right here.
Hello, can you hear me? You can? Okay, can you hear me now? I'll just lean forward. So my comment. But we are honored to welcome each of you to the 2025 Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project. My name is Michelle Anderson, and I am the CEO of Austin Habitat for Humanity. To my right is Paula Niemeyer, one of our homeowners. To my left is Travis Judge, Andy Brown. Beside him, Jonathan Reckford, the CEO of Habitat for Humanity International. And representing the Carter family, we have Chip Carter. And I also want to add, we have Commissioner Bridget Shea, who is also part of making this day possible. So thank you, Bridget. Today, we are here to talk about the legacy of Habitat for Humanity and the Carter Work Project, its significance to Travis County and Austin Habitat for Humanity's involvement. This is our 40th year that we've been serving Austinites. For 4 decades, we've worked to help Central Texans achieve something fundamental to the American dream, and that is home ownership. What started as a grassroots effort has grown into one of the region's leading nonprofit tackling housing affordability head-on. For our region is growing fast, as we all know, but the reality is that income growth hasn't kept pace with the rising home prices and rent. For many hardworking Central Texans, nurses, teachers, artists, musicians, first responders, the dream of home ownership is slipping further out of reach. And we're here today to change that. Together, we can build the path to home ownership because a better future starts with the home. With the help of our partners, Austin Habitat for Humanity provides high-quality, energy-efficient homes that are attainable for the middle-income families, ensuring that Central Texans can live and thrive in the communities they serve. That's why the Carter Work Project feels so personal to us, because it reflects our mission at scale. It's more than a week-long construction effort. It's a national call to action, a living legacy of service, and a powerful reminder of what's possible when local communities and global movements work together to build equity through housing. This week, we're kicking off our work here in Whisper Valley with the construction of 25 homes that you can hear behind me, part of a broader effort to expand workforce housing in a sustainable master plan community. None of this would be possible without the support of our local leaders. From day one, Judge Andy Brown and the Travis County Commissioners Court have stood firmly behind affordable home ownership. Together, we build the Austin we believe in. At this time, I'm going to hand it off to Judge Brown to share more about what the Carter Project means for Travis County. Judge?
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here today as the 39th Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project right here in the heart of Central Texas. And on behalf of Travis County, including Commissioner Bridget Shea and Commissioner Ann Howard, Commissioner Gomez, Commissioner Trevelyan, and myself, I want to thank Habitat for Humanity, all the dedicated volunteers that we have here, and the families who will soon call these houses home. You're the reason that this work matters. President and Mrs. Carter taught us that true leadership begins with service, with showing up, with giving back, and lifting others up. Their lives remind us that every act of service, no matter how small, can ripple outward and transform a community. That's what's happening here today. This week, we honor that legacy in the best way possible by building 25 new affordable homes in Travis County and creating a stronger foundation for families. Here in Whisper Valley, we're seeing what the future of housing can look like. These homes are designed to be affordable not just for today, but for years to come. They use durable materials, they incorporate solar technology, and they help homeowners save on energy costs while protecting our environment. It's proof that affordability and sustainability can go hand in hand. But what makes this work truly special is the spirit of collaboration that's behind it. When local government, nonprofits, private partners, and community members all come together, we don't just build homes, we build connection, opportunity, and hope. So to everyone lending a hand this week, thank you. Thank you for carrying forward the Carter's extraordinary legacy of compassion and action. Together, we're helping ensure that Travis County remains a place where every single family has a chance to thrive. And I now want to introduce the CEO of Habitat for Humanity International, Jonathan Reckford.
Thanks so much, Judge. It is great to be with you all. Thank you for coming out. This is, in many ways, the most fun day because you can see behind me what a friend of mine calls the music of 1,000 hammers. And all these homes going from slab to frames today. And it is really a joy. And the goal of the Carter Project is not just to build these homes, which is a wonderful thing, but also to bring attention to the massive need for safe, decent, affordable housing all around the country and around the world. And we picked Austin for multiple reasons. As the judge said, because you have supportive local government that cares about housing, you've got a vibrant private sector, and we have a great Habitat affiliate. So those are the basics, and because Austin is representative of what has happened all around the country in the last 5 years, which is over-success. And so many people have wanted to come to this community. We've seen incredible inflation. And so housing prices more than doubled in this community. And the gap between what a family can afford to pay and what it costs to create a unit of housing has never been wider. And that's why we not only want to build, but bring attention here. You know, there are two, the best known things about Habitat turn out not to be true. So what everyone thinks they know about Habitat is that President Carter started and ran it. Not true, though usually to our benefit. And that we give away houses, also not true. As you'll learn, our families buy these houses, and that's such an important part of what has made Habitat successful. While President Carter did not start Habitat, in 1984, when he and Mrs. Carter and a busload of folks, including Chip, rode up from Plains, Georgia to New York City to rehab an apartment building on the Lower East Side in Alphabet City, that's when the world found out about Habitat. And that started a remarkable streak of 35 years of building all around the world and raising up volunteers, donors, and awareness of affordable housing. This is bittersweet because it's our first year since President Carter passed. And so I was struck, this is at this same moment about 7 years ago in Winnipeg, Canada, we were building 150 homes across Canada for the 150th anniversary of the country. And all the cameras were set up for the press conference. And right before that, President Carter was working too hard, as he sometimes did, and he was bending over and lifting something, and he just got a tiny bit dizzy. And out of an abundance of caution, the Secret Service whisked him off into a car to have him checked out. And of course, the cameras, unfortunately, were all set up and captured this moment. And he called me from the car, a little bit grumpy, and I said, "What do you want me to tell the press?" And he said, "Tell them I'm fine and get back to work." And I think that's it's a good message for today because knowing their faith, President and Mrs. Carter are fine, and the best way we honor their legacy is to continue the work. So we are grateful you're here helping tell the story. We're so excited about this week and the chance to be here. And it's my great pleasure to introduce a friend and great champion. Chip and I have had the honor, I have loved getting to build with him all around the world. Chip, thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Jonathan. Out of all the introductions I've ever had, that was the most recent. So, I'm supposed to tell you how wonderful my parents are, or were. And it is such a pleasure and a profound honor to have been their child. I have had very close heroes in my life because they were my heroes. And I think everybody, most everybody, thinks their parents are heroes. But most everybody's other folks don't think your parents are heroes, and that's kind of the difference in the thing. They weren't pretentious, carried his own bags, and he used a hammer and did well with it. And anything else he tried to do, he did well. Kind of a Renaissance man, wanted to have a lot of masters. He spent 7 years writing a book of poetry, just because he'd never written one. It was basically his answer when you asked. But they're such remarkable people. I have been involved in these. I think this is my 22nd one. My brother split the time with me early on in the process, but then he got Parkinson's, so he had to give it up, and I've taken that over. And it's my best week of the year for feeling good about me, to get up and nail and hammer and that kind of stuff, and you pat yourself on the back. It's social work like mowing the lawn. You can see that house rise every day, and what you did to help somebody the day before, you can actually see it that next day. And it makes you feel good. And I appreciate all the press coming, because we need all the press we can get. We need to raise some more money and do things like that here in Austin. And I want to thank Austin for something that I found amazing when I came here. I think it might be the first city I ever drove into without seeing a billboard. And there was no trash on the side of the streets. It was like in Austin for that. I've been all over in 106 countries. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So it was like an exciting thing to come in, and as soon as you realized it, it just made the whole place open up and to be beautiful and have a nice vista. So thank you for your support. Thanks for all these houses that are going to be built. And I think probably the highlight of the whole week is getting to know the homeowner that's there working, that has already done so much work, and getting to be friends with him. And I think I probably know about a third of the crowd that's here this time, because of all the years I've been back. I've been squeezed and hugged quite a lot, which I really enjoy. Dad always says that, take your time when you give him a hug. I kind of feel the same way. So thank you all very much for your interest, and we'll be glad to answer any questions that you have when we get through. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Chip. Your words beautifully honored your parents' legacy and remind us that this week is all about service, compassion, and community. The Carter Work Project has always been about more than the houses we build. It's about the people who bring those homes to life and who demonstrate every day that home ownership changes lives. One of those people is here with us today. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Austin Habitat homeowner Paula Niemeyer. Paula is part of the heart of this mission, as you can see. Her journey to home ownership represents what's possible when hard work meets opportunity, when a community comes together to build hope. Paula, thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your story with us. You got this, girl?
Yeah, I got this thing. Sorry. Oh my gosh. It's a great honor being here with all of you. I'm such a crybaby. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a full-time musician living in Austin, and having found Habitat for Humanity, it meant that me and my partner didn't have to leave Austin. We were about to do that in 2023 because we couldn't live anymore paying rent. It was so stressful. And it's so expensive. Every time you move, you have to pay thousands of dollars. And when we found out that Habitat was in our neighborhood building, we decided to start the process. And it's a long process, but it's so worth it. And Habitat always treated us like we mattered, and that was a huge thing for me. I didn't feel like a second-class citizen, like, oh, you're poor, we're helping you, or whatever. It was always special, we felt special. We didn't feel like a cookie-cutter type thing, and it changed our lives forever. Our lives are so much better now that we bought a house through Habitat. So, like, I don't know, I can't say enough good things about Habitat.
Thank you, Paula. I have to add this in. 2 weeks ago, I went to get a cup of coffee on Sunday after church, and I hear this beautiful music playing, and it's Paula. And so we stopped, and then she did this big shout out for all the Austinites at Mozart to say how wonderful Habitat was, and it just totally made my day. She also shared that they planted 14 trees and a whole lot of plants and flowers, and that's something that you don't think about that you get to do as a homeowner. So I just needed to add that. But now, media, we are happy. Thank you for joining us today. We are happy to take questions, and there is a note that says, keep them short so we can get as many questions answered as possible, but we're here for you. All of us are here to answer any questions you may have.
We also can do breakout interviews, so if you don't want to do Q&A or have any questions this time, we can do interviews separately. Any questions? All right. I have a question.
Yes?
When will the new owners be able to move into these?
In the spring, we will have homeowners move in. Absolutely. We celebrate when our homeowners move in. We do it twice a year, and it is a celebration. I remember when we did yours. We'll be sure to invite you to that. Everyone's welcomed, and you get a nice opportunity to meet homeowners, meet the volunteers that built it, and the people that help fund. So love to have you out. You might have a question. How many houses does Habitat build in Austin? So we were building about 24 homes, and we decided a couple years ago that the need was too great and there were too many people that wanted to own a home, so we've increased that to 75. We'll be doing that over the next 7 years at least. And so we have homes available for families that can go on our website and apply. It's just a couple minutes, but I always like to say, don't give up your dream. Go on the website and check it out or talk to anyone here, because those homes are for someone that's watching this or reading what you write. So thank you. Yeah, 75 each year. Our goal is 500 homes in the market for home ownership. This is our launch year. Our goal was to build 75 this year with the Carter Work Project. We're doing 91, so we're really stretching our muscle in more than one way.
Nice.
The homeowners do 250 hours in building or doing other volunteer work, because we have some single parents that maybe can't be out here building all the time, but they serve in other ways. So it's a great partnership.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you were out there working?
Yeah, I mean,
Not necessarily. You may work on your home, you may work on your neighbor's home.
or both. That's what we did.
Or both,
Yes,
right.
it's great. You get to know your neighbors, you get to work on their house, they get to work on your house. It's wonderful.
It's that community Jonathan was talking about.
So I know I'm not dressed for today, but I'll be back Thursday helping build in the morning if anybody else wants to join with you. You're probably here all week, I imagine.
I think so.
Yeah, all right.
Any other questions?
Yes, let's talk about your volunteers for a second. In terms of their skill set, it ranges from 0 to many years, I guess?
Yes, absolutely. So we will have over 3,000 volunteers out here this week helping us build, and you can be a master carpenter or you can have never held a hammer. We have people on every home that will help. And I encourage, again, if you haven't come out, it's a rewarding opportunity, but I learned how to use several power tools my first build, so it's very empowering. We sell, so we have condos, townhomes, and single-family homes. We have homes for single individuals, and we have homes for families with 5 children. So we build all types of homes all over Austin.
Can you talk about how you maintain affordability after the tax bill, as they all the home taxes?
So yeah, that's a great question. So the taxes follow the sales price of the Habitat home. So we've worked that out with the county, so it follows the sales price. So that helps keep it affordable. Also, with the solar and the systems that we put in the homes, we also have really reduced utility bills. So that's another way that homeowners save. And just the basics, the very beginning, are building with quality products. I mean, our homes are so well built. Jonathan, you could probably talk about this across the country, high standards of during storms, the Habitat homes will stay up. Now, there's a theory, it's how many nails volunteers use, but it's also the quality of the product.
Yeah, if I can add, it's, if you think about the real cost of housing, it's not just your rent or mortgage, it's also then your taxes, your utility bill, cost to get to work, and unfortunately, increasingly, as you know, in Texas, your insurance bill. And so we have, we were really pioneers in bringing highly energy efficient construction to the low end of the market because our families most need those energy savings. And we've had incredible success with our Habitat Strong program of building fortified houses that are in fact very safe from storms. And we're working with the industry to make sure our families can then get lower insurance rates for the fact that in fact they are in safer homes.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yes.
And yeah, a big worry that we had to buy a house in Austin was the property tax, because so many people have to leave their home because they can't afford the property tax. But Habitat, because they have a fixed price for the house, it can't go up a certain percentage, the property tax cannot either. And that was a huge thing for us to ensure that we can keep our house and the property tax is not going to skyrocket.
Right. And there is another program that we don't talk about as much because it's not as visual, but we do home repairs, critical home repairs, about 50 a year here in Austin, and I'm hundreds of thousands across the country. And a lot of that is focused on our seniors that are in that same predicament. They need a roof or they're going to lose their home. And so we do a lot of repairs for people to keep their homes safe as they age in place and as an asset for their family.
Any other questions? All right.
Okay, if there are no other questions, put your cameras away and grab a hammer.
Yeah, thank you.
Why did people laughing at that? I wasn't joking. We got houses to build.
All good, it worked.
I didn't think I was going to
Good,
cry.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for your partnership here.